This season hasn't always gone to script. Just when you think you know the plot line, something unexpected happens. Are we in for a twist in the tale here? The champion is back in a trusty steed after wowing them in Japan, and the chasing pack is ready to pounce. From the nation's capital to the Wild West, Queensland, Gippsland, now the fast revered South Aussie roads, a place that rewards the brave where the slightest mistake has big consequences. Welcome to our coverage of the Adelaide Hills Rally, round 5 of the Bosch Motorsport Australia Rally Championship.
Very, very fast. You know, it is our Finland probably. So looking forward to that one in the Skoda for sure.
One of my favourites last year, and a lot of grip as well. Surprisingly, some wide roads, so you can really set the car up in a lot of sections, and you got to have confidence there. That's for sure.
They're built with really good cambers and they're fast, shy roads. They're very similar to the tarmac rally road.
It's a new challenge for us drivers. Usually everyone's a bit closer in Adelaide. It's probably going to be a really, really tough weekend where the times are really close.
We're headed for highs of just 12 degrees for the opening day of competition here. Some cloud around the Mount Barker region, so weather could make it interesting for the crews. Our hearts are warmed though by the great hospitality in this area. Fantastic food and of course world famous wines. That's for later with the celebrations. Hi everybody, Greg Russ with you for our coverage of the Adelaide Hills Rally. Highlights of day 1. We will do the same on day 2, so keep an eye out for that. As we said in the introduction, we have been very fortunate to travel to some great parts of the country for the championship in 2024. The second last stop is here in South Australia, just an hour from the capital, Adelaide. In November, it all wraps up in Tasmania. We would love to see you on the Apple Isle for the title decider. It's a busy schedule here in South Australia. We have 4 stages on day 1 with 2 passes over each. Most are to the north of Service Park here. Callington back is in an easterly direction and only a short drive in fact from Mount Barker. 83 Ks of competitive on Saturday. Sunday consists of 5 stages, run twice, centred around Strathalbyn, and it includes a remote service too. 85 Ks in all on the final day, I should say. Now, our Friday evening show, our ceremonial start, well, it took place just down the road from Petters Rally Central here with the support of the Mount Barker District Council. Their Mayor, David Leach, had the honour of waving the cars away, and our Dean Herridge was among all the partiers and he caught up with some of the pre-event stories before the action proper got underway.
Harry, firstly, congratulations last weekend in Japan, but of course that means it changes up as we focus on Adelaide.
Yeah, I had a great time in Japan. It was an amazing experience, but got to get in race mode now for Adelaide. And I'm in my previous championship winning GR Yaris AP4, so a bit of a change of car for us, but really looking forward to it.
It's been an immense season so far, mate, with ups and downs and regroup. Pretty important round for you, though.
Yeah, it is, and it's always a great round. I enjoy South Australia. I had some very big ups and very big downs in this event over the, whatever it is, 25 years I've been doing it. So, can't wait. Great weather, great roads, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Eddie, penultimate round of the championship. You've had some good results. This one's going to be important because you're in P2 at the moment. Important round.
Yeah, Steve and I both had some really good results of late and had a lot of fun, so hopefully we continue that on this week.
Firstly, Bodie, do you enjoy Adelaide? And it is going to be a big weekend for you in production.
Yeah, that's it. Love Adelaide. We had a little mishap here last year and we're looking to make a revenge for that. But yeah, no, we're looking forward to the weekend. Molly's not here this weekend, so we're looking to try and capitalise on that and try and score as much points as we can towards the main fixed production cup.
Time to get down to business. Highlights of the opening 3 stages for you. 26 Ks of fast, shire roads and the potential for a few surprises. A light shower around Mount Barker had little or no impact on the road. Scott Petter scorchingly fast, half a second a K quicker than his nearest rival.
Yeah, that one just there is a cracker. Just, feels a bit like Finland in places, so really good. It was actually quite grippy that time, a bit more grippy than I thought.
The closest competitor turned out to be Eddie Maguire, who didn't feel like he'd found a rhythm.
Yeah, no, pretty happy with the pace. Really comfortable with the car. Zach's doing awesome. The notes are really good for this event. So, yeah, no, should be good.
Lewis Bates was only 7/10 shy of Maguire in third and carried some battle scars too.
Yeah, Scott and Glenn are going well this morning. Obviously tricky to start on such a fast stage this morning, but we had a better run through the second time and everything's doing good.
Tony Sullins lost around 30 seconds recovering from a wrong turn, but he was hampered by handbrake trouble and the Peugeot was over-boosting too.
First one I made a complete balls up at the hairpin and all the cameras were there seeing me. Then the car's had a boost problem all morning. Went back to service, fixed that, the car's on fire now, so that stage was the first one we've done when I was actually driving the car and not just fixing the problems. So.
Bodie Reading impressed, only a 10th off Peter Rouleau on the overall standings and leading Main Fix Production Cup by 36 seconds.
We want to just try and get as many points as we can for the Main Fix Production Cup, so we're not going all out, like we know what we've got to do, so that's what we're trying to do.
Timothy Hiles on debut in the Subaru WRX Challenge had an 8.7 second class lead.
Yeah, mate, these roads are epic, hey, like that was the first pass of that stage was kind of scary, and the second time now we're in a groove is way more fun.
Junior Cup was headed by Mitch Garrett with a 12.5 second buffer over Molly Spalding. And Dave Thompson in the stonking Capri led the Classics by 14 seconds. After service, the cars headed back out for another pass over the Glen. Championship leader Harry Bates had been a little off the radar. Car 1 was trying to claw back time.
The timing there was not as good as I was hoping, actually. It was still 3 seconds off Scott's first run, so it's not going to be good enough, but we seem to be losing a lot of time down the straights, to be honest. Our top speed's not what it should be, so I'm not sure why that is, but anyway, everything else felt pretty good, so I'm sort of wishing for more technical stages now, which we get a bit more of this afternoon.
But it was his brother that claimed this stage by 0.7. Lewis tied with Eddie Maguire in outright terms, just 8 seconds shy of rally leader Scott Pedder. That stage win for Lewis is his first since the power stage victory that he took at round 2 in Western Australia. Pedder, off to a flying start, helped him to a lead of just under 10 seconds. A tie between Eddie Maguire and Lewis Bates in the chase. Alex Rouleau 5th. His dad in the Skoda this weekend 7th. Bodie Reading doing a great job in 9th outright and leading Main Fix Production Cup. Mitch Garrett has a 21-second advantage in Junior Cup. Tim Hiles in the car that won the Subaru WRX Challenge last time out leads that class by 35 seconds. And Dave Thompson on top of Trenching Systems Australia 2-wheel drive Classic Cup by 19 seconds over Peter Dimmick in the Datsun. Joining us at the desk now, we're delighted to have Tony Sullins with us, who we caught up with at the opening round in Canberra. A bit went on in your world today. Firstly, tell us about the overboosting and when you were able to get on top of that and just what that means for the audience too, what the car's like.
Okay. Yeah, well, the car, we've sort of been, just developing it, and every time I have a little problem here and there. So we fixed up things and made other things worse, and the boost was just overboost, and then it would go too high and then go too low and go, so the car would just surge down the road. So around a corner, the thing would just have no predictability, so it was very difficult to drive. So
you're happy, smiley now. What's Tony Sullins like in the heat of the moment when all that's going on?
I wasn't really happy at the time because I didn't know about it until basically we didn't do testing. So on the way out to the first stage, just 500 metres before the first stage, I floored it, and I thought, oh no, here we go, this thing's going to be rubbish. So until we got back to service, there was nothing I could do. You've
got to work as a team in that scenario, not just those here in Service Park. Do they collectively sort of help to? Because I mean, that's what you've got. That's what you've got to deal with. You've got to find a way to get through those stages until you can get back here to Pedder's Rally Central, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. That's what. And Kaylee was very calming. She goes, "Look, it's what it is. Just drive it. It'll be fine. We'll work around it. Rev it a bit harder, and it makes less boost, and it'll be fine." So, yeah, it's not insurmountable. It's just annoying.
Okay. So, do you get to enjoy? You love competition. We know that. You've been around the game for some time, but you're heavily involved in this project with MRF tyres, the distribution of the control tyre around Service Park here. Can you kind of park that and just enjoy the competition?
I try, yes. Yeah. It is difficult. People are calling you at all hours of the day and night and, I forgot to do an order, can I have some tyres now, and that sort of stuff. But that's part of being a business, so you've got to do that. But today I had an absolute ball, so it was great.
Awesome to catch up with you. Enjoy the rest of the Adelaide Hills Rally.
Thank you very much.
There he is, Tony Sullins joining us at the desk. Time to head back to the action now. Highlights of stages 4, 5 and 6, around 30 Ks of competitive, which includes the first pass over the longest stage of the day. Charlie Gate 1 at some 18.9 Ks. Rally leader Scott Petter had confidence in the tank, but the second run through Callington changed the tempo. Lewis Bates claimed another stage win and in doing so wrestled the outright lead from Petter by 7/10. Eddie Maguire was right in the hunt, less than a second behind Scott.
Yeah, good fun. Made 2 or 3 pretty bad mistakes, so I think we lost a bit of time in there. But yeah, great fun stage. Very technical, very tricky.
Lewis won again on SS5, only by a 10th over Petter.
Yeah, we had a good run through there. The second half I was pretty careful, to be honest. Yeah, it's quite dangerous the last probably 4 or 5K, so I was probably a little bit careful. But yeah, everything's feeling good.
Alex Rouleau had been boxing hard, 5th fastest on this one and pocketing another second on Steve Maguire.
The setup we came out with probably wasn't the best or not the most comfortable for me to drive with, so we just dialed the car in and sort of went the other way, so just a bit more confidence inspiring. So yeah, that felt good through there.
The other close fight was Peter Rouleau versus the Luffs. Peter in the former Shane Van Gisbergen Skoda this weekend, while the Luffs had switched from a stealth black scheme to camo green. 5 stages in, they were separated by only 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, pretty wild, to be honest, just trying to stay onto it, trying to find a rhythm. It's a bit hard, but yeah, we're just trying to battle a bit of a vibration in the car at high speed, which is quite often out there, so yeah, we're not too sure what we're looking for. We thought we fixed it twice now, but no, still there.
Bodie Reading was now over a minute ahead of Josh Weedman in Main Fix Production Cup.
The second last one was pretty hairy. You had to have some balls in that one, I guess, and then that last one was pretty technical and fast as well. So yeah, keeps you on your toes, that's for sure.
Mitch Garrett continued to be the driver to beat in Junior Cup. Timothy Hiles was 46 seconds ahead of Glenn Brinkman in Subaru WRX Challenge.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably good to get the long one out of the way now. I think like you get into rhythm, all these short, quick, sharp stages, and then you into a long one, you get halfway through it, and you know you're halfway through it at that point. So.
And the classics were wowing us once again.
Break, 6 left, 80 to 2 right, front on Chris.
At nearly 19 Ks, Charlie Gate is the longest stage of the event. A good chance to recoup some time or build a buffer. Harry Bates showed great endurance, breaking through for his first stage win of the event, and in doing so, moving to second outright.
We haven't really had the pace so far today, so I don't know. I'm hoping in there maybe we can take a couple of seconds out of Eddie or something at least.
Eddie Maguire had been within striking distance, but was now 21 seconds behind event leader Lewis Bates. And Scott Petter was right on edge as he chased, spectators in awe before a brutal blow to his charge.
200. No! 9 right plus opens. Short 9 right plus opens. 100. No! 100, short 9 left. 80.
Probably 3.5 Ks before the end. Fortunately, a bit of a fast run, but yeah, we'll lose some time in there probably.
After 6 stages, Lewis Bates leads by 5.5 seconds over his brother. A heat win could be a huge boost for Lewis. Event leader in the early part of this one, Scott Petter, is just over 4 seconds shy of Harry now in third. Could be some movement elsewhere on that leaderboard you're looking at when you consider how close it is, relatively speaking, between Peter Rouleau, Jamie Luff and Bodie Reading. Bodie has Main Fix Production Cup to think about, and he leads that comfortably right now. Been a change in Junior Cup. Mitch Garrett lost a lot of time in SS6, so Jaden Glusky now leads there. Peter Dimmick has moved into the lead of Trenching Systems Australia two-wheel drive classic, and Tim Hiles with over a minute in the pocket in Subaru WRX Challenge. In the lead up to this round of the championship, we kind of told the team bosses that we were going to take some of the front-running competitors to mini golf. Somewhere along the line, that morphed into paintball just down the road in Monarto. What could possibly go wrong? We wanted SAS material. What we ended up with, Tropic Thunder. Let's introduce the teams for you. The Tassie Devils, Steve and Eddie Maguire. They'll be up against the Canberra Commandos, Lewis and Harry Bates. But the two outfits get to bolster their crews, and they've got a motley lot to pick from. The Rambo Rulos, Alex and Peter, and the Terminators, Tom Clark and Jamie Luff.
I have no idea what I'm doing. More nervous about this than the rally.
Who are the kind of blokes you would worry about in a contest like this?
Oh, not many, I don't reckon.
You got them covered?
Yeah, easy.
Rock, paper, scissors to decide this one. Steve, Lewis, we ready? Who are you picking?
Alex Rulo's got to go.
Rules are simple. 2 games. You'll defend the chopper and go. The other team will attack or take possession of the chopper, and then we flip it the other way. Simple bit. Who gets there faster wins.
Just like a rally.
Right.
All right, so Jamie, you're going to grab it, are you?
Honestly, Jamie could grab it. We could just run forward, sacrifice ourselves, and he could jump in the chopper. Done. Game over.
Go.
Game 1 underway with the red armbands. The Canberra Commandos attacking Tassie Devils on the defence.
Absolutely no idea what they're doing.
There's still one over in that corner.
And they've done it.
They've done it.
That's hard work.
They're like, next time.
Thanks, Lee. Someone shot me in the mouth. I reckon it was you.
Is everybody breathing a sigh of relief? Let's be honest.
I think so. I think we all had a bit of fun, but yeah, no one got injured. Everyone's still got their arms and legs, so I think we're right for the weekend.
For the full version of that feature, check out our Bosch Motorsport Australia social channels too. Time for the run to the finish on Saturday. Stages 7 and 8, 25 Ks of competitive. Could Lewis Bates hold on for the win?
50, 10 left, 80 brake.
As the field headed out, you couldn't help but wonder if there would be a twist in the Heat 1 tail. Scott Pedder even quicker on the second pass over Kenton Valley, winning the stage by just a tenth of a second from rally leader Lewis Bates. It was only a 6k blast, but Alex Rulo crossed the line some 23 seconds off the leading pace.
Had a high-speed spin on the previous one, so that's pretty scary. We figured out the last service there was something wrong with our rear right shock, so we fixed that up, and then yeah, now the car's feeling really good. A little bit more taily, which I learned in the last one, so we expected it in there, and yeah, that was a pretty cool stage. I really enjoyed that one.
Steve Maguire a solid 5th on this one, only 4 seconds off the ARC benchmark Harry Bates.
That's a very nice staging there. Yeah, very committed, but I think we did all right. No spins this time, so no, we brought it home in one piece, and it's good.
The Luffs edged out Peter Rulo here. That battle for 7th overall was tasty, less than 3 seconds in it now.
The end of the first stage we just did then, on the last straight, it was just, yeah, my vision went blurry, I was shaking the car so bad, so. Especially at high speeds, I was always happening at the high speed stuff, so you're trying to watch the road and try to work out what's going on. And yeah, it's bad enough it's bloody vibrating my brain. There's not much of a brain in there, but it's vibrating it.
Late 5 left plus 50, caution, right side.
The second run through Charlie Gate had everybody on the edge of their seats. More than 3 times the length of the stage prior, you had to really concentrate at the end of a big day. Harry Bates went hard and cleared it in 9 minutes 6.7.
Big margins out of them other than maybe the first passing here, so we had a very good run, so let's see, who knows.
Scott Petter couldn't quite match it on a day where he dominated early.
Yeah, car's not perfect after the incident this morning. So, we'll see how we go. I think Harry might get a penalty anyway, so...
Alex Rouleau took a second out of Eddie Maguire, but the Tasmanian had 4th overall, well and truly covered.
Today's been really good. This stage of first run through, Zach and I, we just couldn't get it together. We made a few errors and we lost a heap of time. But other than that, we've had a really, really promising day, and our pace has been, we've been really happy with our pace, yeah.
The day belonged to Lewis Bates. He and Anthony McLaughlin made quite a statement, taking out the final stage to claim a much-needed heat win. One they'll really savour.
Oh, yes. Nice work. Yeah, that's awesome. To be honest with you, it's been a really good feeling from stage 3 today onwards, and we felt at one with everything, so it's been a really good day.
So here's the final results of Heat 1. Lewis and Anthony do it by 7.8 seconds in a Toyota Gazoo Racing 1-2. Scott Petter 3rd, Alex Rouleau 5th, and in the end his dad Peter wins that epic battle over the Loughs with Bodie reading a brilliant 9th, only 3 seconds further back. That's in outright terms, but importantly, it's a convincing win for Bodie in Main Fix Production Cup, which he's squarely focused on. To some of the other Cup stories for you, Jaden Glusky claims Junior Cup on Saturday. Well done. Tim Hiles seals the Subaru WRX Challenge, and that's his first appearance in those cars. And Peter Dimmick, well, he's going to be smiling, bringing that cool Datsun home to win Trenching Systems Australia two-wheel drive classic by just 4.5 seconds over Tony Oates. We're delighted to be joined at the desk here now by the Heat 1 winners, both Anthony McLaughlin and Lewis Bates. What clicked today? What do you feel changed? I mean, there's a lot of pressure on in this one, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was, for sure. Anthony and I wanted to make it a good event, for sure. And, we came out firing this morning. Maybe stage 1 and 2 wasn't perfect from our sides, but, from stage 3 onwards, everything clicked. The car was working. Anthony and I were working. The pace notes were working. Everything was just flowing really nicely. So, a lot of pressure this afternoon when we had Harry and Scott behind us, hot on our tail. And, I think we managed it really well and took the last stage win.
Anthony, hold that microphone up for us. It's cold here, I know, though, mate. I've been trying to struggle with a few words. You've known this guy for some time, right? You've worked alongside him. Did you notice something a little different today? Was it a collective thing? What was it?
Yeah, I think it was just a really good joint effort today from both of us. Lewis and I have been competing, as you said, since 2019. And today the car felt great, the notes were great, and we just hit that rhythm. And when you're in that rhythm, everything just flows and it feels really easy. But obviously it's a very difficult job to do, to drive a car that fast. But, we came away with a win and we're really happy.
Gee, there's some stories. I mean, Scott Petter in the early part of today, your brother and what he's doing in that other car and so on. This Rally 2 machine, are you enjoying it, and what is it like on these fast SA roads?
Yeah, the Rally 2 car's amazing. I mean, to be honest with you, it probably never clicked straight away. It took a lot of work. I think this weekend's the first time it's really clicked, and it's felt really nice for Anthony and I. And we've had to work hard at it. Thank you to the team behind us there at Neil Bates Motorsport. They put a lot of work into it in the last 24 hours, and they gave us a rocket today. And on these fast Adelaide roads, it handles really nicely, and we managed to have a really nice day.
Good on you. Before we let you go, just quickly, what's this confidence boost worth, and can you do it again tomorrow? Can you do it on Sunday?
Oh, it's a massive confidence boost for both Anthony and I, and I think the plan is to do a lot of homework tonight and come out firing tomorrow. I think we showed today that we're capable of it, and we want to make sure we do it again tomorrow.
Congratulations to you both and to all of your crew. Great day here for them on Saturday at the Adelaide Hills Rally, and we are really looking forward to seeing what they can do on the final day. Some other stories now for you from Petter's Rally Central. Dean Herridge has been floating around with a microphone, catching up on them.
We had a job to do today, and we didn't want to make too many mistakes or do anything silly, so we just tried to plod along today and just try and get through and score some good points and get the Heat 1 points locked away and look ahead to tomorrow now.
Yeah, stoked, mate. We come into it not really knowing how we were going to be on pace and whatnot, and got a groove this morning quite quickly, I think, and then settled in. The car's actually working better now. We're driving it a bit harder. Still got a bit in the tank, but I don't think we need to push for anything. So, yeah, stoked. Really happy.
We're only at the halfway mark of this event. Another big day of coverage coming your way tomorrow evening as we wrap up the Adelaide Hills Rally. In the meantime, you can stay across all the latest news in the championship just by following our Bosch Motorsport Australia social channels, and rally.com.au is a great resource or tool for you as well, particularly the Subaru Results Hub. For now though, on behalf of Dean Herridge and all of our team here in Mount Barker, it's bye for now.